Hello to all you young people out in Rapid City and Yankton. My name is Jim Petrik and I'll be your adopted farmer this year. I farm by Gayville, South Dakota, way down in the southeast corner of the state. We raise corn, soybeans, and alfalfa, and we have 2 hog operations, and we also raise cows and calves. So it's a busy place around here. I live here on the farm with my wife Sharon and my 2 youngest kids, Chase and Olivia. Chase is a sophomore in high school and Olivia is a 7th grader. I've got 2 older kids that are out of the house now. My daughter Allison is student teaching at Elk Point Jefferson School, and my son Ryan lives and works in Yankton, South Dakota. So, we'll tell you a little bit about the farm. Fall is a really busy time around the farm. We've got all our livestock work, which continues all the year round, plus we're really getting busy trying to get ready for harvest. We've got a lot of machinery to get ready to go. Our combine, our grain cart, our semi, our wagons. We've got to make sure all our grain bins are clean, that our augers are ready to go. There's a lot of preparation going on right now, and we're just a few days away from harvest. So we're working 7 days a week, and every day is a long, long day. My son and I put a new auger in this big grain cart yesterday, and we got done, and we spun this big 20-some foot long auger in the bottom of the cart and realized that we put one bolt in backwards and it hit the auger. And so we had to disassemble last night partially and get it straightened out and get it put back together. So it was a really, really long day yesterday, but I was really proud that my son and I got it finished and it's ready to go to the field again. But this was a big project for us. We'll take a quick look at our livestock facilities. Right now we're inside one of our baby pig nurseries. Last week we got another group of 625 baby pigs in, and as you can see, they're off to a great start. These little guys come to the farm at about 3 weeks of age, and they're already weighing about 13.5 pounds, and they're big enough to take away from their mother. So these little guys come in here and they'll spend about 7 weeks inside one of our nursery barns. So since these guys are very young and pretty little, it's a pretty controlled environment here. We start them out, they like the room temperatures about 80 degrees, and as they get a little bigger, we'll start lowering the temperature a little bit to keep them comfortable. But when these guys leave their mamas, their stomachs are only about the size of my thumbnail. So we have to feed really high quality feed ingredients for the first few weeks when they come into the barns. These little guys will get a baby pig pellet that's really full of high quality nutrition. It's got a lot of products like milk and whey and blood plasma in it, so that it's really packed full of high quality nutrient dense proteins with a lot of energy. And then as you'll notice, we put mats out in front of the feeders so that the little pigs will find the feed a little easier and get started on feed. Just like you guys probably ate baby food when you were little, but as you got bigger, you got to enjoy more and different kinds of food. And it's that way with these guys too. As they get some size, they'll be able to digest corn and soybeans and some of the products that we raise at the farm. But right now, we want to have them on the best diet that we can, even though it's pretty expensive, because we want to get them off to a fast, healthy start. Right now, we're inside one of our finishing barns. I'm sitting here with a group of pigs that are about 11 weeks old. So as you can see, these guys grow super fast. We just looked at 3-week-old pigs in the nursery, and they're weighing about 14 pounds. These guys here, I would guess the big ones in here are probably pushing 100 pounds already. So pigs are a really fast-growing animal. As they get a little bit bigger, they like the temperature a little bit cooler. So we'll keep the temperature for this size of pig about 69 degrees. The temperature for them where they're comfortable, they stay healthy, and they like to eat. So, as you can tell, if we take good care of the pigs and give them the right nutrition and a really good environment, they grow really fast. I'm in the finishing barn with an older group of pigs here. These guys are about 5 months old, and as you can see, they're really getting big. be able to market pigs out here probably in the next week or so already. And in a month, every pig in here will probably be old enough to sell and ready for harvest. So they're really smoking right along. But these pigs are 5 months old, and there's already some pigs in here that are probably getting close to 280 pounds. We're just making a quick stop in the pasture out here to show you some of our cows. This is a group of spring calving cows. They had babies from the middle of April through about the middle of May. And as you can see, they've had a great summer. Here we are almost the 1st of October, and we've still got green grass out here. So we're pretty happy with the way the growing season went this year, especially on the cattle side. So these guys here, if you probably can get I don't know how good a look you can get at their babies, but these little calves are pushing on about 4.5, 5 months of age, and they're really almost big enough to be weaned from their mother. But in our operation, we usually wait until after we're done with harvest before we'll wean the calves from their mamas. It takes a lot of time and management to take good care of these guys after they leave their mother, and we don't always find the time to get it done as well as we'd like if we do it during harvest season. So what we'll do is we'll graze this grass for another week, and then hopefully by the end of this week or next, we'll have some corn combined, and then we can take the herds and put them out onto the corn stalks where they can eat for free. We've really got a big crop coming on this year. We're very fortunate. I'm standing out here in a cornfield that was planted about the I think this particular field was planted about the 25th of April. And as you can see, the ears are fully developed already. They're very big and girthy, and the plants are very healthy. One thing we like to see, these stalks are nice and healthy. When I push them over, they don't break off, so that's great. So that means this corn can stand in the field for a while if it needs to. When we look at these kernels of corn, we can tell that the plants are getting close to maturity when the kernels get little dents in them. That tells us that the moisture is starting to go back out of the kernels. And the other thing I'd like to show you is just the size of the kernels this year. They're probably 25% bigger than they were last year. So that's going to be a big indicator of the size of the crop, because we've got a lot of kernels on each cob and the kernel size is large. So we're looking forward to a real good crop. Well, that's probably going to wrap up our video for this month. I know I've been talking a long time already, but the next time we get together, we'll probably be talking about harvest and getting ready to wean calves and some of that stuff. But I better get back to work, but I appreciate you guys joining me. So we look forward to talking to you again next month. Bye-bye.